If you live and work in Germany, you are going to need to file an income tax return with the German Finance Ministry. There are 3 ways in which you can get your taxes filed. In this video, we'll compare 2 of the most popular ways using a tax advisor or a tax software and compare them against one another in hopes of helping you decide which is right for you. Hey guys, I'm Josiah. On this channel, we are talking about life here in Germany. If you find today's video helpful, be sure to leave a like behind. And if this sort of content is relevant or interesting to you, hey, subscribe for future stuff just like this. In general, when you file your tax returns here in Germany, you have 3 options. You can firstly do it yourself. Secondly, you can use a tax software or a tax app. And thirdly, you can use a tax advisor or a tax prep service. Because I have no plans in the future to ever file my taxes unaided without the use of a software or a service, we are not including that in today's comparison, but rather we are going to compare the results that I got from a popular tax app called Wundertax and compare the results with a professional tax advisor service to see which of those 2 are better and which one do I, in the end of the day, decide to go with in hopes of helping you decide which one's right for you. Before we jump in, I use all the exact same information when filing with both of these services. My tax profile, in case you're interested, is that I am full-time employed here in Germany, working the entire year here. I am married, filing jointly with my wife. We have 2 kids and I have a home office. For this video, we'll be using the tax software called Wundertax, though there are many different softwares and apps in which you can use to file your returns here in Germany. Check out the video right over here to see a comparison I did with some of the most popular options. One of the best things about tax softwares like Wundertax is the convenience. You can do it anywhere, you can do it on any device, and it goes incredibly quick. You can use your computer, iPad, iPhone, whatever, wherever you are. You can even do it on the train commute home, and in under 30 minutes, if you have all your information, you can get your tax returns completely filed. And in the whole process, it's always clear, you never feel lost. The questions are in general pretty clearly presented, also in English, and it costs only 35 euros to file your tax returns. When it comes to using a tax prep service through the tax advisor, you're definitely going to trade away the convenience. You need to first find a tax advisor. Oftentimes you need to fill out their forms. There's a lot more printing, emails, phone calls involved. You have to attempt to fill those fillable PDF forms that never seem to want to work. But what you lose in convenience, you gain in accuracy because you're always dealing with another person. That person gets to know your situation. And if there are ever any questions or things that need to be clarified, you know that all of those things are going to be accurately filled out in your tax return. For that accuracy and that actual person being involved, it's definitely going to cost a lot more. When I file my tax returns, I pay the service 600 euros to file the returns, which is a significant cost difference between using a tax software. Obviously, the significant difference is cost, 35 euros versus 600. As well, you have the difference between convenience and speed with the tax software versus accuracy when dealing with a tax prep service. But in the end of the day, which one should you use? I, in the end of the day, use a tax advisor to file my taxes, and here's why. Because of the tax return. Wundertax, when I filed, generated me a tax return of 1,198 euros, but the tax advisor, on the other hand, generated me a return of a little more than 2,000 euros. So even with the extra cost of paying for that service, I still have more of a tax return in the end of the day, which as well leaves me with more of a peace of mind, which is the second reason why I go with a tax service, because I know that it's accurate and there's no mistakes in my tax return. I think is just as valuable as the extra money that you get when filing with that service. Because if there's any problems in the future, an audit or anything like that, I definitely want to be able to sleep at night knowing everything was done right and I didn't ever have to guess when I never made a mistake. Hey, let me know in the comments below, how do you file your taxes here in Germany and why do you do it the way you do it? If today's video has been helpful, hey, please leave a like behind and be sure to subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.